Welcome back, fellow Marvel Legends collectors, to my ongoing reviews for Marvel Legends May here on my YouTube channel of the Spider-Man Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Sandman series. And today we're going to take a look at Shocker from the series. And Shocker is one of the action figures in this series that I was really looking forward to when it was first announced, because I had never got a previous Toy Biz Shocker action figure, and he's one of those classic Spider-Man villains that I was definitely wanting to add to my Spider-Man Marvel Legends collection. But now that I have him in hand, I'm a little let down by him. But let's just get into him. Take a look at his accessories first. Of course, he comes with a Build-A-Figure piece, but he also comes with these power effects, which we've seen with a couple different Marvel Legends now. Most notably that I can think off the top of my head, Havoc from last year's X-Men series. And where Havoc's was kind of a light blue, this one is a orange, and it's lighter in the middle and gets darker as it comes out to these bubbling effects. And of course, this is where his hands clip into, where this little C is in here. And it does fit very nicely, especially onto his actual wrist right here. This lower portion of his hand fits very tightly around there. And this is the other one, it's identical. So I do like that Hasbro is adding in power effect with these Marvel Legends. But this figure itself is using the Bucky Cap mold. However, this head sculpt is new, and I think overall it's just a little too big on this figure, on the body, and I really do not like this eye expression. At first, before I had this opened up, when I just saw it, it looked like it was a reuse of the Deadpool head sculpt, but it is not. It is a new head sculpt. The Deadpool had that same wide-eyed, slanted-eyed look, however it was opposite eyes, so it's definitely a new head sculpt. And the line work is clean on here, however it's not sculpted on. This portion up here is sculpted on. This all brown top to his head. And it's basically all paint work through here. Nothing is sculpted with the costume, so there's no variation here in between the brown and that orange yellow. And of course the line work is all painted. However, it is all pretty clean. And my favorite thing on this figure is his gauntlets. They have this beat-in metal look to them, which I do like that a lot. That little Shocker logo did come out good on his waist. And the line work is clean on that checkerboard pattern going down his leg. And these knee pads are kind of a separate piece. But I do not like how plastically they look. I wish they matched these gauntlets up top. So, nothing really new, nothing too exciting with this action figure, with the overall design. It's all just painted on. Nothing really sculpted with that line work. But his articulation, we're all familiar with it with that Bucky Cap mold. His head is on a ball joint and hinge, which will rotate all the way around. Look that far down and very far back. And you can get a little bit of tilt out of it. Of course, his shoulders are on that ball joint and hinge, which will go up past 90 degrees. Rotate all the way around. Cut at the bicep, which will get full rotation. Double jointed elbows, which is a little restricted from going all the way up with that gauntlet. And of course a peg and hinge at the wrist, which will rotate all the way around, hinge that far back and that far forward. And that ab crunch we're used to on this mold. Cut at the waist, get full rotation, kick that far out, very high up, and that far back. Of course, cut the upper thigh, get full rotation out of. double jointed knees, which will go very far back, a cut down here at the upper calf, and down here at the foot, of course, we get the hinge and the peg, which will go that far back, that far forward, and get that ankle pivot out of. So, sorry if I didn't sound too enthused in this review, but this figure was a little bit of a letdown to me. Am I happy to have a shocker in the Spider-Man Marvel Legends collection? Yes, but I wish it was a little more well done. So, alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed the review, and stay tuned. There's more coming up.